to bring in Megan Hornman, Director of Portfolio Strategy at Verdance Capital Advisors, also Kathryn Rooney Vera, Chief Investment Strategist at Bulltech. Good morning to both of you. Kathryn, you want to be in this market? Or you want to be in cash right now?
Cash is wonderful to have right now. The question, I think, Andrew, is when to deploy it more than should we liquidate portfolios at this point. Having cash has been a great thing over the course of the past couple of months, right? So the question is, when do you start looking at British equities? When do you start looking at European equities? Do you rotate now into value? So I like to be defensive. I've been telling our clients at Bulltech for some time to be in defensive sectors. Right now, I think looking at the duration curve looks enticing in the high grade market, in fixed income and in treasuries. If treasuries in the 10-year space hit 4, I think it's time to start accumulating in the back end there, 10 years and later, as a hedge to risk assets. So be defensive, have the staples and have the utilities and have the energy, I think, stocks going into next year. Megan's right. I think that inflation becomes more of a demand destroying scenario going into 2023. So expect recession, have some cash, have some gold, and certainly be defensive. And with regard to Credit Suisse, as a Bear Stearns alum, it foretells negatively when you have this type of action. And it is intimidating because we all remember what happened back then. But as Megan said, it's still early to tell. I do agree with her. I think that Credit Suisse has to come sooner rather than...
Kathryn, as a Bear alumnus, then help us with this. Typically, we tell our viewers, and the sort of general consensus is that when things look bad, hang on tight, but don't sell. 2008 was maybe anomalous in that case because you probably should have. I'm not saying this is 2008, but I'm curious what you would tell people.
I just remember, Andrew, Ace Greenberg coming out the day before Bear went under saying that Bear was well capitalized and we were great. And I went to NYU Stern. At nighttime, I went in front of 300 to 500 people and said, we're strong, we're capitalized, we're going to weather through this. The next day, Bear was gone. So I'm the wrong person to ask about this. But certainly, I agree with you. Don't liquidate now when, we're talking very volatile markets. We don't know where the Fed's going to go. Historically, when the Fed does pivot, you get a rally in equity markets. My suspicion is next year we're going to see that.
Hey, Megan and Kathryn, I want to thank you both this morning helping us through this.